Alright, what's up YouTube? This is G-Mac. Had to remake this video. I didn't have any audio, so kids are home, so if you hear some stuff in the background, I apologize. I'm doing the best I can, but I started these the second week of October, and this is the first one I started, and we've got two payouts on this one. That's kind of what that looks like, and this one is one payout. Just requested it and actually just received it. Don't have a lot of drawdown left, but I always try to take a payout if it's close to 2,000 as a balance. That way I can leave myself 1,000 to work with. And I started a trading combine last night, and so far so good. Trying to add another account. So that's the update on the accounts. And as you can see, these are the payouts. This is how fast they go. And kids are going crazy. But these went real quick. I requested late on the 29th, and 2 days later I've got the money in the bank. So kudos to Topstep. That's why I roll with them. I trust them, and they're always evolving, upgrading. Like this dashboard, it's been a game changer. If they would just integrate some indicator or two that I like, I would wouldn't mind using their platform for charting. But this is what I was looking at Wednesday night. I saw this right off the bat get inverted, so I was like, we're going up, but when? It could have used maybe this as an order block, or not sure. But I saw this and I was like, okay, power 3, maybe we'll take some sell side, because I saw this accumulation, then I saw it jump up. So I was using this as a power 3 kind of accumulation, manipulation, distribution. And what I'm trying to do is trade off the VWAP or one of these levels. And basically what I saw here at 734 was a closure inverting this fair value gap. And so I entered right at VWAP, and my stop, I had about a 10-12 point stop, just going for a quick 1-to-1 because I was trying to get a payout. And look what happens. It explodes in that 5 minutes, 30 points. No, in that 1 minute. These are 1 minute candles, okay. And I had my, I had like 15, 20 points or whatever I was doing. 12 points as my take profit. And I wish I would have, normally I have it, around 25, 30 points. But, I was just trying to squeeze a payout out. And that's what's going to happen sometimes when you are trying to force your hand instead of trusting, the process. But I've made right at 15% this month. I've been able to take out 8 of it with a profit of 7, a little over 7, but I'll just say 7% because of fees and all that. The activation fees for those two accounts plus the combine cost comes off that. So about 3,500 profit since the second week of October. As you know, the first 2 quarters I was going crazy, doing good. Third quarter I couldn't catch a break. I didn't get a payout the whole third quarter, and it really got me in my own head. But I knew I was going to come out of it. I just had to put in the work and refine and be more disciplined in my approach. So that's kind of what I was doing here, is using the VWAP. If you look, a lot of moves are going to happen off the VWAP. We'll go to a 5 minute, because that's what I saw here. Thursday, 10 o'clock comes up in a PD array. What's this? This is we've broke through this swing low. We're respecting bearish order flows being respected up here at 805. Okay. Again, here institutional order flow entry drill, breakdown lower. We're respecting these gaps, and it comes up, taps the VWAP, and goes away. I would definitely be in that trade. My stop would have probably been, up here at 220. That's a 50-point stop, so I'd probably just use five micros, risking 500, to make, maybe 1,000. See what it runs. It runs from 170. Yeah, see it run 200 points. So sometimes you have to give yourself room to breathe. I mean, you could have, done it here as you're coming down off this wick, because we haven't had a closure outside of here. So you could have put a stop at at 170, a real tight stop, and be in. But that's just whatever your strategy calls for. When you see all this, bearish order flow being respected, and then we come up, tapping the VWAP inside a fair value gap, expect it to break down lower. It's kind of what I'm looking at. I do trade OTE like this. I would trade this. I would trade the Power 3, and I'm trading moves off the VWAP inside of a PD array. So that's what I'm working with, and I'm going to do a boot camp series after this video, going over just in the 2 years I've been trading, trying to save a new trader or a struggling trader time, what I would focus on, what I wouldn't worry about, how I would try to approach it. Whether you trade ICT or not, I think it would if somebody like me can make some money trading, just a regular guy working a regular job, trying to support a family, trying to figure it out. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, so if I can do it, you can do it. I know you can. You just have to put in the work, and you have to stick to whatever your plan is and be disciplined. And that's easier said than done, because I went a whole quarter trading dumb. So I appreciate you. God bless you. Good luck trading.